man, let's talk about what Jeff Mayweather said. Jeff Mayweather said that Devin Haney not gonna win in Australia versus George Kambosos unless he knocks him out. And I think a lot of people share that thought, who think rational about it, who know about, going overseas. People thought Pacquiao got a raw deal, but you think about it, it was a tough competitive fight. And Jeff Horn made it his type of fight ugly, and they gave it to Jeff Horn. If it was in the States, Jeff Horn probably be complaining about how he got robbed and whatever the situation may be. I thought he won the fight. But like I said before, if it was in the States or the Philippines or Malaysia, Manny Pacquiao would have got the upper hand. And geography has a lot to do with fights, because, you can say we get neutral judges, and that's what Devin Haney said he gonna fight for, neutral judges. But at the end of the day, a lot of times that shit don't matter, because the crowd, since they ain't in no room and watching it on the television without commentary, the crowd determines, you know what I'm saying? The crowd determines, it determins that. You know what I'm saying? The crowd determines, who get the upper hand or whatever. So, some of it had to make a stop at the gas station before I get my morning going. So, like I said before, most people share that sentiment that, you travel overseas, man, go get a raw deal, and it don't matter if it's neutral judges. Really, the crowd, that's the big thing about it. When it's a pro, Kambosos crowd, anything he do, he can miss. As long as he move forward, he can miss, and he gonna get credit for it. He gonna get credit for it. So, I mean, that's just the reason going over there. We seen, Lee Scott get a raw deal with Derek Chisora. Y'all remember that fight? And they stopped the fight, and Derek Chisora was hitting him behind the head and wouldn't even stop working. The reason why Andre Ward didn't travel. And a lot of these kids used to travel in the amateur, so they know what's up. So, I mean, once like you the A side, you really gonna go fight the B or C side type of fighter, in this rare situation, you have to, because Devin Haney, really probably ready to go up to 140, and Kambosos got all the belts, and they played him at the end of the day. Kambosos, they had nowhere else to go. That's why you don't negotiate through the media. That's why you don't negotiate through the media. It's not with all. I'll take the same deal on, but had you been quiet, you might have been able to negotiate that fight. At least a rematch be over here. You might at least been able to negotiate that, but he said what he said, and he says robberies happen everywhere. And, this is what Devin Haney said, robberies happen everywhere. And, gonna fight for neutral judges, so he confident. It ain't like Kambosos, no pushover. But he can be outboxed. But, the art of boxing and boxing ain't being respected. It ain't being respected, bro. So, you can have ineffective aggression, effective aggression, halfway effective aggression. They scoring fights for aggression now. Ever since Canelo Triple G won. Ever since after that, they've been scoring aggression as all aggression is equal and effective, and it's not. So Haney is really gonna have to master the art of hit and don't get hit. And if he gonna get a knockout, well, Jeff said that he ain't no knockout puncher. You need to knock out people when he need to knock him out. He go over, he not a knockout puncher. But he said anything can happen. He said you should train him. And he right, anything can happen, but at the same time, he could get a knockout. Devin really should focus in this camp on hit and don't get hit. Just touching him and getting out of there. And counter punching. When he go, punch with him. You know what I'm saying? And he got some power. And like he Paulo Malignaggi, he got some power. And that's what he need to do. Hit, don't get hit. Counter punching, punch with him. And touch the body. That's what I be doing. Touching the body is like your insurance. Home insurance, car insurance. It's your insurance if something happened, you got the right coverage. And, they got to cover it. You might have to fight for it, but they got to cover it. They got to cover it. So, the body punchings down the stretch, they make people, they're the ones that take the air out your tire. And I hate to see fighters in the 10th round, 9th round start, using body shots as you used them earlier. you probably would be able to close the show soon, or you would have closed it already. So that's important. You know, Devin used to work with Mike McCullough. You know, he should be able to work them body shots. You know, and that's what he got to do. Is work the body. Is work the body. And hit don't get hit, and that's the name of the game. Don't worry about loading up. Don't learn up for punching for power. Don't try to, you know, hit hard. Just touch and counter punch. Just touch and counter punch. That's it. Touch and counter punch. But you go in there, you know, trying to knock them out, all you're going to do is score or hurt you, and that's it. You down 4 rounds going over there, maybe even 5. So to act ignorant and say you ain't, or believe you ain't living the fantasy world, you know, Jeff gave him some reality. And then don't complain about you got robbed when you go over it. Once you lose, you know, everybody going to hear you. People going to say, well, you said robberies happening everywhere. You know, to me, the risk in this fight is not worth the reward. That's just my opinion. Because he beat Kambosos for Undisputed, he still ain't in the Hall of Fame. He still ain't done enough. It's a good platform to put him there. You know, it's a great platform to put him there. Great elevation, you know what I'm saying? But it don't make you a Hall of Famer yet. You got too much other big names to fight. You know, so to me, the risk. I mean, I guess you get all the belts. You're taking less money too. But we need more of that shit in boxing. We need more of that in boxing. You know, can't complain about it. We need more dudes willing to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Chances make champions. We need more of those guys, honestly. So, but you know, Jeff's just talking about the other side of it. But I'm pretty sure he aware. You know, I'm pretty sure he read the sign "Beware of Dog." Pretty sure he did. You know, so. But you know, like I said before, you know, if he wins, it's a great story. It's a great platform to catapult him. If he's gonna stay at 35. Everybody got to come through him. Even if he dropped the belts, he's still the guy. You know, but we know Ryan and Tank ain't knocking on that door. No matter how much chances y'all think they got or Devin Haney. They not knocking on that door. And Devin just need to be focusing on touching and not getting hit, and focusing on body shots. If you do throw hard to the body. That's it. Throw hard to the body. You know, as if you gonna throw hard. If you're not, you know, you better just be a master getting hit, don't get hit. And when you counter him, you know, his number one objective is to disarm Kambosos of his number one weapon, and that's his jab. That's his first job. Take that jab away. Without the jab, Kambosos is just ordinary, you know. And, you know, you can use his feet against him, too. His feet ain't shit. Look at the Lee Selby fight. And Lee Selby got robbed in his own fucking backyard. I don't think it was no fans, though. He easily outpointed Kambosos. No. But Devin just got to step it up a smidgen. Well, I'm gonna think more than a smidgen. He got to punish this dude. And you don't have to punch hard to literally punish somebody and demoralize them. When you hitting them and they can't hit you, you still can stop them, especially with counter punching. Especially with the counter punch. So that's what you need to do. Hit and don't get hit. And you start putting his punches together, you're gonna start busting Kambosos up. Believe it or not, it probably don't really be them big shots that be causing cuts and bruises and shit. You know what I'm saying? It probably don't. It probably be it'd probably be this the little short and accurate shots that really cause, you know, the cuts. You know, the big shots cause broken nose and cuts too, but them short shots, accurate shots, they're the ones that cause the cuts. But, you know, Jeff got a point. It's a cautionary tale. And even we go over there and he whooped Kambosos for 12 rounds and they rob him for a draw or a split decision or damage decision, man, Kambosos gonna run with it, even if he don't know he deserves it. And guess what? Once Kambosos win, he don't owe Devin Haney no rematch. You know, if Devin Haney win, he owe Kambosos a rematch unless you just beat him so bad that he don't want the rematch. You know? So, you know, like I said before, man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. You know, that's probably the best fight left, you know, that's already been made so far. Because it's intriguing. Charlo Castano's right there with it. You know, that might be the most intriguing fight. You know, I heard it's gonna be on primetime regular ESPN, so. Like I said before, if Devin Haney ever gonna put it all together, it'll be the perfect time to put it all together. Speed, power, hit, don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why it's important for him to stay with one trainer too. Now, you know, you can look at it two ways. You can say, well, he learning something from everybody. But the difference between switching with everybody, you're not mastering what they giving. You can't master, you know, you can't. It took, you know, Floyd Sr., you know, Floyd Jr. years to master what his daddy was doing. You can't master what Ben Davison wants you to do in 1 or 2 fights. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't master what somebody else wants you to do in 3 or 4 fights. Sometimes that shit take decades, bro. And that might be why he an incomplete fighter, right? And he's young too, so that might be why he an incomplete fighter right now. He got so much information going on in his head, you know. But at the end of the day, if it all click, you dangerous. You dangerous, man. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit our notification, increase your chance of notification. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button is the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance of notification. We go live, drop a video. You can find me everywhere on Linktree, from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. It's the first link in the description. Find me everywhere. If you don't want to look there, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Check the box on this playlist out. Peace.